Enterprise just offered me a 2024 Cadillac Escalade with 8,000 miles for $12,000, a vehicle that sold for $89,000 new just 18 months ago. That's an 86% discount on America's premier luxury SUV, and it's not a mistake or a special deal. Enterprise is dying, and they're liquidating the world's largest vehicle fleet at prices that violate every principle of automotive economics. I'm talking about $80,000 BMWs for $15,000, Tesla Model Ys for $8,500, and luxury SUVs selling for less than used Honda Civics. This isn't just a sale, it's the biggest automotive liquidation in history. Enterprise Holdings controls 2.3 million vehicles, the largest fleet in the world, but they're drowning in $47 billion of debt, while business travel has permanently collapsed by 60% since the pandemic. The company that once dominated airport rentals is now desperately liquidating inventory at prices that seem impossible. Everyone thinks Enterprise is too big to fail, but leaked financial documents reveal a company in complete meltdown. They're paying massive floor plan costs on vehicles nobody wants to rent, while facing loan payments that could trigger bankruptcy within months. What I discovered at Enterprise liquidation centers will change how you think about car buying forever. We're talking about deals so deep that you could drive these vehicles for 3 years and still sell them for what you paid. The luxury vehicles being sold at economy car prices represent the opportunity of a lifetime. But first, let me show you the deal that made me realize Enterprise isn't just struggling, they're dying. Last Tuesday, I walked into Enterprise car sales in Dallas, expecting to see typical rental car leftovers, high-mileage sedans and basic SUVs with worn interiors and questionable maintenance histories. What I found instead was a 2024 Cadillac Escalade Platinum with just 8,000 miles, sitting in pristine condition with a price tag that made me question reality: $12,000. This wasn't some stripped-down base model. We're talking about the Platinum trim with every conceivable luxury feature: massaging seats, premium leather, advanced driver assistance, the works. The original MSRP was $89,450, making this an 86% discount that defies every principle of automotive depreciation. To put this in perspective, you could buy this Escalade and immediately sell it for $35,000 to any used car dealer, pocketing a $23,000 profit without ever driving it. Michael Torres, a tech executive from Austin, discovered this exact opportunity 3 weeks ago. He'd been shopping for a family SUV with a budget of $25,000 for something reliable and spacious. When the Enterprise sales manager showed him the Escalade at $12,000, Michael thought it was a mistake. I asked him 3 times if the price was correct, Michael explained. I was prepared to buy a used Honda Pilot, and instead, I'm driving a nearly new Cadillac that costs less than most used economy cars. The financial impact is staggering when you consider the total ownership experience. Michael's monthly payment at 6% financing is $218 for a vehicle that would typically require $1,400 monthly payments. The insurance cost is higher than an economy car, but still reasonable at $180 monthly. His total transportation cost for a luxury SUV is less than most people pay for basic transportation. But here's what really shocked me about this deal. Enterprise is losing approximately $77,000 on every Escalade they sell at these prices. The sales manager admitted they're not trying to make money. They're trying to generate cash flow to service their crushing debt load. Every day these vehicles sit on the lot. Enterprise pays floor plan, financing costs that exceed $200 per vehicle monthly. The Escalade's condition was immaculate, with maintenance records showing regular service and no accidents. The interior looked and smelled new, the paint was flawless, and all the technology functioned perfectly. This wasn't a beaten rental car. It was a luxury vehicle that had been pampered during its brief rental life. The availability of deals like this Escalade reveals the depth of Enterprise's financial crisis. These aren't strategic pricing decisions or normal market adjustments. This is panic selling by a company that needs cash more than it needs profit. When America's largest rental company is willing to lose $77,000 per vehicle just to generate immediate cash flow, you know the situation is desperate. Michael's Escalade purchase represents the tip of an iceberg that extends throughout Enterprise's luxury fleet. The company overextended during the pandemic recovery, betting that business travel and luxury rentals would return to pre-2020 levels. Instead, they're stuck with millions of dollars in luxury inventory that nobody wants to rent and they can't afford to keep. But that Escalade was just the beginning of Enterprise's liquidation nightmare. And what I discovered next made that $77,000 loss look like a rounding error. The 2024 BMW X7 sitting in Enterprise's Phoenix lot represents everything wrong with their business model. This $98,000 luxury SUV, loaded with every option BMW offers, is priced at $15,000 with just 12,000 miles. That's an 85% discount on a vehicle that still smells new and drives like it just left the showroom floor. Sarah Chen, a marketing director from Scottsdale, stumbled onto this deal while shopping for a family SUV. She'd budgeted $30,000 for a reliable three-row vehicle and was looking at used Honda Pilots and Toyota Highlanders when Enterprise offered her a BMW X7 with massage seats, panoramic roof, and 523 horsepower for half her budget. The decision was obvious. I went from shopping for a practical family hauler to owning a luxury SUV that my neighbors can't believe I can afford, Sarah said. The monthly payment is $280, which is less than I was prepared to spend on a used Honda. The X7's advanced features, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, premium sound system, represent technology that would cost $15,000 in options alone. Enterprise's luxury rental program was a spectacular failure. Business travelers who might rent premium vehicles disappeared during the pandemic and never returned. Corporate travel budgets were slashed, and companies that once approved luxury rentals now mandate economy options. The result is millions of dollars in luxury inventory that Enterprise can't rent and can't afford to keep. The 2023 Mercedes GLS 450 tells the same story with even more dramatic numbers. Originally $85,000, Enterprise is liquidating these three-row luxury SUVs for $11,500. The air suspension, premium leather, and advanced safety systems make this a $70,000 plus discount on what Mercedes calls their S-Class of SUVs. Robert Martinez, a contractor from Las Vegas, bought his GLS 450 after his work truck was totaled in an accident. I needed something reliable for my business, but the insurance payout wasn't enough for a new truck, he explained. This Mercedes costs less than a used F-150 and has more luxury than I ever imagined needing. The GLS serves double duty as his work vehicle and family car, proving that luxury doesn't have to be impractical. The Audi Q8 liquidation reveals Enterprise's complete misunderstanding of the rental market. These $78,000 technology showcases with virtual cockpits and premium everything are available for $13,800. The advanced infotainment, driver assistance features, and performance capabilities represent cutting-edge automotive technology at throwaway prices. Jennifer Walsh, a real estate agent from Denver, needed a vehicle that projected success while remaining affordable. The Q8's distinctive styling and premium interior help her business image, while the $13,800 price fits her budget. Clients see me pull up in an Audi and assume I'm successful, she said. They don't need to know I paid less than they spent on their used Camry. The Lexus GX 460 represents perhaps the best value in Enterprise's luxury liquidation. These $65,000 off-road luxury SUVs are available for $9,200 with around 22,000 miles. The Toyota reliability, genuine off-road capability, and luxury appointments create a combination that's nearly impossible to find elsewhere. Mark Stevens, an outdoor enthusiast from Colorado, had been saving for years to afford a capable adventure vehicle. The GX 460's combination of luxury comfort and serious off-road ability was exactly what he wanted but couldn't afford new. "I can drive this to the office during the week and take it rock crawling on weekends," he said. "It's the best of both worlds at a price that actually makes sense." The luxury liquidation extends beyond SUVs to sedans that Enterprise can't give away. BMW 7 Series, Mercedes S-Class, and Audi A8 sedans are available at 80 to 90% discounts because rental demand for luxury sedans has completely evaporated. Business travelers who once rented premium sedans now choose economy cars or ride-sharing services. The pattern is consistent across Enterprise's luxury fleet. Vehicles that cost $70,000 to $100,000 new are available for $10,000 to $15,000 with low miles and excellent condition. These aren't auction cars or damaged vehicles. They're premium automobiles that Enterprise desperately needs to convert to cash. The maintenance and warranty situation is better than expected. Most vehicles retain manufacturer warranty coverage, and Enterprise's maintenance records are comprehensive. These cars were serviced regularly and driven by customers who had no incentive to abuse them. The rental car stigma doesn't apply when you're getting luxury vehicles at these prices. The financing options make these deals even more attractive. Credit unions are eager to finance low-mileage luxury vehicles at competitive rates, and the loan-to-value ratios are so favorable that approval is almost guaranteed. Monthly payments on $80,000 luxury SUVs are lower than typical economy car leases. Enterprise's luxury liquidation represents a perfect storm of corporate miscalculation and market disruption. The company bet heavily on luxury rental demand that never materialized while accumulating debt that now forces fire sale pricing. For buyers, this creates once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to access vehicles that were previously unattainable. The key insight is that Enterprise values cash flow over asset value. They'd rather lose $70,000 on a luxury SUV today than continue paying carrying costs while hoping for a market recovery that isn't coming. This desperation creates opportunities for buyers who understand that luxury vehicles at these prices represent exceptional value regardless of the rental car history. But if luxury vehicle deals seem impossible, the SUV and truck liquidation is even more dramatic, with family haulers available for less than most people spend on economy cars. The 2024 Chevrolet Tahoe at Enterprise's Austin lot reveals the company's failure to grasp post-pandemic family travel. This $58,000 eight-seater SUV with 18,000 miles is now listed for just $8,900, making luxury family transport accessible to anyone with a steady income. Lisa Rodriguez, a mother of 4, upgraded from a cramped Honda Pilot. "We finally have room for everything," she said. "Road trips are actually enjoyable now, and we're paying just $165 a month." The Tahoe offers more than space: 5,300 pounds, towing, vast cargo room, and modern safety tech. But as business travel dried up and families vacationed closer to home, Enterprise's big SUVs sat idle, racking up costs and forcing fire sale pricing. The 2023 Ford Expedition fell from $62,000 to $7,400, offering full-size capability and premium comfort. David Chen, an Oregon camper, found it perfect for family adventures. "It's our base camp and trail rig in one." Enterprise's luxury SUV gamble failed too. The $75,000 GMC Yukon Denali now sells for $10,200. It blends workhorse utility with upscale refinement. Robert Thompson, a Texas contractor, uses it for both work and family. "It's the most versatile vehicle I've ever owned." The Jeep Grand Cherokee L, once $48,000, is now $6,800. With seating for 7 and genuine off-road chops, it's ideal for families with active lifestyles. Sarah Mitchell loves the dual-use appeal. Weekdays for school, weekends for trails. The pickup liquidation is just as dramatic. F-150s once priced at $52,000 now list for $7,200, with similar deals on Silverados and Rams. Mike Santos, a Florida landscaper, replaced his work truck with a nearly new F-150 for less than a used compact car. It's powerful, reliable, and surprisingly affordable. Luxury trucks, F-150 Platinums, Silverado High Countries, Ram Limiteds are being offloaded at 80 to 90% discounts, offering premium comfort with full towing and hauling capability. Enterprise's mistake? Overestimating rental demand for high-capacity vehicles. Large families fly. Contractors rent base models. Now, these vehicles are being liquidated at stunning discounts. Fleet maintenance ensures most of these vehicles are in excellent condition, and financing is easy. Banks and credit unions are eager to fund low-mileage SUVs and trucks with low loan-to-value ratios and minimal monthly payments. This mass liquidation exposes the collapse of rental assumptions. Enterprise's loss is a buyer's windfall. When you can get a nearly new Tahoe for less than a used Camry, the rules of the car market no longer apply. And if gas vehicle deals seem unbelievable, electric vehicle liquidation is even more extreme, offering cutting-edge EVs at prices that rewrite everything. The 2024 Tesla Model Y sitting in Enterprise's Austin lot is the company's most expensive miscalculation. Originally $58,000, this autopilot-equipped electric SUV with 15,000 miles is now $8,500, an 85% discount that makes premium EV driving accessible to anyone with a credit score over 650. James Wilson, a Dallas software engineer, had been waiting for EV prices to drop. When offered a Model Y for less than a used gas car, he jumped. "The tech is incredible, the performance addictive, and I'm saving $300 a month on fuel," he said. The Model Y goes far beyond basic transport. Over-the-air updates, autopilot, blazing acceleration, and Tesla's supercharger network make it one of the most practical EVs for real-world use. Enterprise's EV rental experiment failed because customers feared range anxiety and didn't understand the tech. Billions invested in EVs now sit idle, forcing massive liquidations. The 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E shows an even steeper fall, from $52,000 to $6,900. With 300-plus mile range and sports car performance, it's an EV that rivals Tesla at a fraction of the cost. Maria Santos, a Phoenix marketing executive, found the Mach-E ideal. "Clients love the look, I love the speed, and my electric bill barely changed. It's fun, efficient, and professional." Then there's the Chevy Bolt EUV. Enterprise's bet on affordable electrics that renters didn't want. Originally $32,000, you can now get one with low miles for $4,200. David Chen, a Seattle commuter, replaced his Corolla with a Bolt. "It costs less than most used cars, and my fuel bill is near zero. Best car I've owned." The Hyundai Ioniq 5, a $45,000 tech marvel with 300-mile range and ultra-fast charging, is being liquidated for $5,800. Vehicle-to-load tech and bold design make it a futuristic bargain. Luxury EVs are even more shocking. BMW iX from $85,000 to $12,000. Mercedes EQS from $105,000 to $14,500. Audi e-tron GT from $100,000 to $13,200. Jennifer Walsh, a real estate agent in Denver, bought a BMW iX. It signals success and sustainability. Clients notice, and I love the experience. Enterprise is also offloading electric vans and commercial EVs. Many never rented. The market for electric utility vehicles never took off, leaving them desperate to clear inventory. Charging infrastructure is improving fast. Home charging handles daily use, while public networks support long trips. With these liquidation prices, total ownership costs beat gas, even with insurance and electricity. Maintenance is another advantage. No oil changes, fewer parts, and regenerative braking mean fewer repairs and lower costs. Many vehicles still carry factory warranties, including battery coverage. Enterprise's EV strategy collided with market reality. Renters didn't adopt the tech, and now unsold fleets are being offloaded at 80 to 90% discounts. The financing picture is bright. Federal tax credits may apply, state incentives available, credit unions eager to finance low-mileage EVs with favorable loan-to-value ratios. Bottom line, Enterprise's misstep is your opportunity. Tech once out of reach is now accessible, but acting fast is key. To win, you'll need to navigate the liquidation process smartly and avoid costly pitfalls that can turn great deals into headaches. Enterprise car sales operate separate from regular rental returns, and that's where the real deals are. These liquidation centers receive vehicles Enterprise no longer wants in its fleet, creating inventory that must move quickly, often regardless of price. Online listings update hourly, and the best deals can vanish within hours. Regional differences create buying opportunities. Expensive markets like California and New York have better inventory but higher prices. Smaller markets may offer lower prices but fewer premium models. The sweet spot is large cities and lower cost areas with big inventory and limited local demand. Cash buyers have a big edge. Enterprise values immediate cash flow more than financing profit, and cash offers can trigger extra discounts. Still, credit union financing can offer low rates while keeping your cash free. When inspecting a rental vehicle, focus on interior wear, tech functionality, and subtle accident signs that might not appear on reports. Enterprise's maintenance records are thorough, but rental cars may have seen rougher use. Warranties vary by vehicle. Most still carry factory coverage, and Enterprise may include limited extras. Extended warranties are available, but often unnecessary, given the low prices and remaining coverage. Avoid high-mileage luxury cars with costly upkeep, unless you're ready for big maintenance bills. Also skip EVs if you lack home charging, and avoid any car with poor history, regardless of price. Enterprise's negotiation process differs from traditional dealers. Staff have limited pricing flexibility, but want fast turnover. Focus on total cost, including fees, not just sticker price. Decide fast. Great deals attract multiple buyers. Financing options include Enterprise's own lender and external sources. Compare total costs, not just APR. Credit union pre-approval gives you leverage and speeds up the process. Insurance costs may surprise you. A cheap luxury vehicle might still carry high premiums, especially if it's high performance. Always get quotes before buying. Timing matters. Enterprise drops prices as vehicles age and end-of-month/quarter deadlines approach. The longer a car sits, the more desperate they are to move it. The bottom line, Enterprise cares more about clearing inventory than maximizing margins. If you understand their priorities and act fast, you can score serious deals. Enterprise's financial crisis has created the biggest vehicle liquidation in automotive history. We're talking about luxury SUVs for economy car prices, electric vehicles at gas car costs, and deals that represent 80 to 90% discounts from original MSRP. This isn't normal market adjustment. This is panic selling by a company that needs cash flow more than profit. You now know exactly where to find deals that seemed impossible just months ago. The 2024 Cadillac Escalade for $12,000, BMW X7 for $15,000, Tesla Model Y for $8,500. These represent once-in-a-generation opportunities to access vehicles that were previously unattainable for most buyers. But timing is critical. Enterprise's liquidation won't last forever. The company will either restructure successfully or face bankruptcy. Either outcome will end these unprecedented deals. The best vehicles are moving quickly despite the massive inventory, and hesitation means missing opportunities that may never return. Focus on low-mileage luxury vehicles with strong resale value. Get pre-approved for financing before shopping, and be prepared to act immediately when you find the right deal. Some of these purchases represent the best automotive investments you'll ever make. Vehicles you could drive for years and sell for what you paid. This represents the collapse of the rental car industry, creating unprecedented opportunities for individual buyers. The question isn't whether these deals are real, it's whether you'll act fast enough to take advantage of them before they disappear forever. Which Enterprise liquidation deal shocked you the most? Are you planning to take advantage of these prices, and what vehicle are you targeting? Drop a comment and let me know. I'm genuinely curious which deals are most appealing to real buyers.